So I'm going to share my screen first. I think you can see my screen, am I right? So let's open SMS. So my screen is visible, am I right? Yeah. Mhm. So I'm going to stop to share my screen. You can share your screen. Let's see. First, we will solve this. But, yeah, visible. Just click on connect. Yeah, it's open. Yeah. Okay, sure. So first we need to understand what is the SQL, right? Okay. So do you have any idea what is the SQL? Yeah, yeah, this is a database tool. That is correct. Okay, I give you one example. Okay, so like you make a food in kitchen, am I right? Am I right? So you have a multiple things in your kitchen. You store rice, okay, and wheat, okay, salt, sugar, okay. So these things stored in a different box. In a small bag box, okay. It is a big box, right? Whatever. So we store these things to like make a foods for a long time, like for a month, for quarterly, for a yearly, right? Depends how can you store the data, right? So I mean not data, it is like a foods, okay, it's like a raw foods material. So similar things, we store the data. Okay, this is a electronic data, and we store the data in a SQL. Got it my point? Because you have a rice, okay, you have 100 kilograms rice in your kitchen, okay, you have a big box, and slowly you take some rice to make the rice and eat, right? So you have a stored the rice. Got it? So I have given you idea. Actually, this is not a correct example, but for the basic things, we have to understand. Okay. So because we stored a lot of things, right? So now I will tell you. So this is like a, okay, I'm writing here MS SQL. This is the Microsoft SQL. What is a Microsoft SQL? Let's see. I tell you. So Microsoft SQL is a structured query language. Structured, right? And it is used to store data. It's used to store data. And what's the data? Is electronic format. So where where we can store? I tell you. A, it is like a store data. I will make here used to store data here. Okay. Now we retrieve data. Retrieve data. Okay. Retrieve means, as I have given you an example. Okay. I will explain you and then update, or you can say modify. Update and, or you can say delete data. Okay. So, and where SQL is used, it's used means like a banking system. Okay. So I'm giving like a one two example on here. Okay, like HR analytics, HR analytics, and like a data analyst. Data analytics. Or lot of like a data analytics means like a different domain, maybe HR domains, maybe bank, like accounting data analyst, or like a sales data analyst. Okay, so in which domain you are working, but commonly we call them data analyst. But what domain we don't know, right? Domains will change, right? Because you are in a recruitment, you know everything, right? And now you can say it is like a digital storage system or database where companies keep their data, like employees details, salaries, sales, whatever. Or like a, you can say e-commerce company make a reports of the customers, and you can query using SQL. It helps in data storage, reporting, and analyze. So whatever we have a data, we have to analyze. How can we analyze? We have to analyze to grow the business. We have to understand what data we have and what data do we need. So suppose in India, India is a largest market. There are multiple e-commerce organizations. They are selling their products. So how can they target the peoples? They target the people according to their data. Even you can see, okay, I give you one more example. It is very good example. I think I got uh, this in my mind. So, like a Indian government, okay, Indian government especially focus that areas where they don't get the votes or achievements. They don't win the seat of the election in election, right? So how do they know this? If there is a problems, and how can we target the people? How can we uh, like a pursue to give the vote? Because they will analyze the data. They have a data, and they take a data from election commission, and then they think this area is not our area, and we have to communicate with the people, we have to target them, we have to pursue them to give the vote, right? So like is Indian geography, okay, they use the data to make a benefits. So totally depends how do you use your data to promote your business, to grow your business, to pursue the customers, whatever. Like a one more example, like you are a recruiter, okay. you have a ATS system, applicant tracking system, right? So you have to, you are using applicant tracking system to track the employees data. So suppose we have a 950 employees right now. Okay, you have joined, okay, the organization, then the company has 951 employees. After your joining, company hires more than 49 people. So now 1000 employees, right? So the 1000 employees, and now how can you update the data? How can you manage the data? Because we have to update, we have to give the like a designation of the employees. We have to give the salary as well. We have to like check their performance as well, right? So we have to track everything. So we track through the data. Come employees coming on time or not, right? Employees is employees in absent today or present today. So we track and we analyze. Then on basis we give the salary. We check the performance. Or on basis we decide employees, stakeholders will promote or give the increment or like I mean you can say them. So you are not performing, we are giving 2 months, otherwise you don't perform, then you can leave now. Am I right? It's happening, right? You have like 8 9 years experience, right? So we have done. I have given this example. You understood now. So we can say this is organized collection of data stored in an electronic format, right? Now, what kind of the databases, right? What kind of data? So like a databases means we can access data, we can manipulate the data, we can update the data. I have given the example, new employees join, we have updated data, we record their data in an employee sheet. If anyone get increment, okay, we update their salary as well, we update their role as well, right? You are a you join as a senior uh, data analyst, and then you promote, you get as a lead data analyst. We can update, we right. So we can do. So actually, SQL is the backbone of the data management for almost every modern enterprise application. SQL is not just one language; it is a collection of sub-language that manage different aspect of the DBMS. Now, what is a DBMS? Understood, right? What I told you, what I explained, right? Thanks. DBMS. What is mean at DBMS? Any idea? Correct. Database management system, right? So database management is a software used to store, manage, and organize structured data. Okay, I give you here. It is like a software. Database is a software. Okay, like this software is a software tool. Okay, which used to store, manage, and organize structure. Store, manage, and organize structure. Am I right? What is like what kind of DBMS? Example, I'm giving you one example. Example. So there are a lot of database. We are learning SQL Server. Okay. So there is, MySQL Server, Oracle, DBS, database, or DB2, like PostgreSQL, am I right? And no SQL servers like MongoDB. Okay, I tell you, we are not learning MongoDB. MongoDB is a different thing. Okay, but I have given you again. This is also database. Okay, I give you like, one is SQL Server. Two is my SQL. Third, I given only 2 or 3 example. Oracle, DB2. Postgres also no need to make more, right? Let's see. Now it is what is the key features. What do you understand? I have given you some idea, but still I don't. Key features. Key features of DBMS. So like the data used and stored in table or row columns. Okay, data used and stored. Data used and stored in table in, you can measure in row and columns format. Correct. And now, so this is like a use SQL structure query language. And okay, I will not mention this. I will mention because I have already. Second, strong relationship. I tell you what is a strong relationship. Strong relationship. We have to create a strong relationship like joins or keys between keys. Okay, and then the C is ensure reliable transaction. Ensure reliable transaction. Right? Now I will explain this. Okay, wait a minute. So first thing, I tell you data used. Okay, here because I have explained this thing. Now you have to understand the features, right? So I have mentioned data used and stored in table and in row and columns format. Now how I tell you. I'm going to open SQL, sorry Excel sheet. So I know you know everything this, okay, but still I'm going to make a sheet here. Suppose I will make a table for customers. Okay. So what we need? Customer ID. Am I right? Customer ID. Okay. Then we need customer first name, right? I mention the first name, then last name, because your name is Lakshmi Priya. Priya Lakshmi or Lakshmi Priya? Yeah, Lakshmi Priya Rajashekar. So there are many Lakshmi Priya, right? It's a common name in India. How can we analyze, right? So we may mostly mention first and last name. And what we need in a customers, okay? Then we make first name, last name, okay, phone number, right? Phone number, and email address, am I right? Email address, and then what do you want in here column? Please tell me. Any order? Maybe gender, correct? Gender, and your address as well. But I'm not going to mention address. Let's see. So this is the customer details or customers table. You can list customer table. Now I make one more table. I make order table. So like we have, you are you placed one order. I mean, you want to buy one product, so you went to go. I mean, you went to on any e-commerce organization, find a product, okay, and then you have to order, right? So this is a customer ID, okay, and then you again your name, first name and last name is important here, right? And then product name, right? Product name, yeah, order ID, separate order ID, or we can make order ID here. It's better. Let's see. Order ID, right? Or I have a given space. I can give you order ID. So order ID, first name, last name, order sorry, product name, right? Product name, and then status. That's status. This is the order table, right? Order table. Now, your name is, I give the 1, 2, 3 is a customer ID. Your name is Priya, just random name, okay, is a Lakshmi, Lakshmi phone number. Suppose this is the phone number, okay, email address, Priya 1, 2, 3 gmail.com, and gender female, correct? And I make one more, okay, so I also order, I'm also customer, 1, 2, 4 Yusuf, and this is my number, Yusuf 1, 2, 4, it is also random, okay, it is a name. I'm giving only 2. If you want, I can make more records here. Okay. And now, what is the customer's ID? The same. Okay. And I make this with the order ID. What do you want? Like 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. This is a random. Product name. What do you want? Why? What do you want? Why? Anything? Chocolate or any special product like a, okay, chocolate. I think is spelling is correct. Okay, okay, is hair oil, and cancer. Okay, now I make this proper table. Okay. I make this properly. Okay, so now going to my SQL server. So here I told you table data used and stored in a table and in row and column format, right? So so when we write a query, the data will get in this format. Okay, I explained. Got it? So data will come in this format. I will teach you. We will create the same tables in SQL Server. So we will clear what I'm going to mention the point going to clear. So this point is a clear, right? What is a row? What is a column? Now what is a relationship? Relationship. So what do you understand here? What is the relationship between both table? Please tell me, then I will explain if you don't understand. Okay. No, no, no. I tell you. Okay. So it's a name should be, as I told you, there are many period, many use in India, right? Am I right? But customer ID is a primary, is a unique. If I make here 123, so it will be the SQL Server says this is the violations of the law, and I will not repeat duplicate customer ID or customer order. It will not repeat. So it means SQL Server need a new customer ID, new order ID. Suppose your customer ID same, is the name same, but you want another order. Chocolate, you want here what I any order. Okay, suppose XYZ. XYZ. Okay, order. So here we need another order ID 222 or 223. 223 because 222 is also here, right? Okay, so it is a relationship between the customer ID relationship between both tables. Okay, between the tables, the customer ID. Okay, the customer ID, because without customer ID we can't make a relationship. What is my point? Now here I have given this, and now is a key. Key is a primary key, is a unique key, and now join. So I want make another table. I want customer ID. Okay, the same. Okay, I want who's like a product is delivered. I want the reports. I mean, I want the details or reports whose product is successfully delivered. Okay, so what I want here, I want suppose totally depends on you. I don't want gender. Okay, I want the phone number. I want the email address. Okay, I want the product name and status, or I want order ID as well. So order ID make here. Totally depends on you. Whatever you can make here or there, whatever. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I'm going to join. Right, and I want this one. Okay, okay, and the customer ID is a 123. And order ID is a 221. So I have taken some details from this table, some details from this table. Okay, what if so here we are using, there are a lot of joins, I tell you, but I have given you it's a join. It is a join table. What I'm going to mention. Join table. Okay, so this is a join table now. So you got an idea how can join the table now, because you understand this. We got a join table, we got a customer table, we got order table, we created, we got a records. So in SQL servers we don't call them is like a column row, we call them this is a record, sorry, it is a field. What we call is a field, and we call this is the record. Okay, sorry, this is the field. Okay, the field's customer. Okay, this is a customer. Okay, this is a field, as we call the, I mean in a column. Okay, and this is a record. What is a record? I have a custom, right. So we have a customer ID 123 records. So the whole records we have, and we, so you understood, but I generally we can say as a column, okay, or or row, so you don't need to confuse. In during, I mean during the interview, if interviewer asks what is the record, what is the field, I will explain properly. Okay, so now this is not my purpose, but I told you. Okay, now is a reliable transaction. This I have explained this. You clear this point? Am I right? You got it. Now the ensure reliable transaction. What is the reliable transaction? Transaction means here status. Okay, is a transaction. It's come a transaction. Suppose you paid online or you paid COD, whatever is a transaction successfully. Okay, or it's or like you return the product. Okay, and then requested to return my money, and then e-commerce company returned your money within a days, like a whatever they have a specific days, 4 days, 5 days, 1 week, whatever. So there in this here I will make a one more column if you want understand. So transaction. Suppose here the transaction. So we'll show here this candidate order and then product is delivered successfully. He paid money online, okay, and then he didn't like this product, and then he returned this product and we returned the money. These are the transactions. The successfully. So it's a record, is showing the record in an e-commerce organization. It's like in a bank systems. Okay, if you withdraw money, transaction will come. If you like a print your passbook, and then transactions will be shown there, right? What is the status of the transaction? Current passbook, right? Okay. Okay. Now I have given this. Okay, you understood. Okay. Now, okay, I give you, this is not R chapter, but still I will tell you. It's a non-DBMS, DBMS. This is not R chapter, but I will tell you. So you hired, I think, lot of people like a MongoDBs, like a NoSQL. Am I right? Okay, that's great. So it is like a NoSQL system, NoSQL system, or you can say example MongoDB, right? I give you example, you understand how this data is stored. Okay, so non-DBS is a type of database that does not store data in table format like a rows or columns. Okay, example like a MongoDBs, like a Cassandra, like a Redis. These are NoSQL DBMS. Okay, and how this data is like, okay, I tell you the features. Okay, so data stored in JSON documents like key values, like groups. Okay, so there is no fixed schema. Okay, and this is a flexible structure. Okay, this is a design for big data scalability, faster for unstructured data. This is a faster of for unstructured. This is a unstructured data. So DBMS is a structured data, non-DBMS is a unstructured data. Okay, so you know, like you will get many JDs. Okay, you have to find the people who has experience in JSON. Am I right? JSON and NoSQL. Even companies are asking candidate must have experience in SQL and no SQL too, right? But it is a rare. It is a rare. It is a for big data. Okay, it's a but for data analysts generally we don't ask. Mostly is a 99% company they don't ask. But I want to give you an example. How can we store this data JSON file? So what I'm going to do, I make this. Okay, I want to make this. Okay. This in JSON format. JSON. Right. So how can we make it? Let's see. So what we will do, we will use the curly bracket. Okay, and then we have to make is a double quotas. Okay, then we have to like this, and the name is, okay, sorry, this is the customer ID. 1, 2, 3, comma, okay. Then to the first name, okay, I'm going to make here. Let's see. It's like a Priya. I will copy this. Okay. And Priya is also in the double quotas. We will close double quotas. Okay. And last name, same. Okay. And then last name is Lakshmi. In double quotas. Right? Phone number, what we have? We have a phone number. Because it's an integer value, we will not make it. Now the email address. I teach you data type as well later, but I give you idea. Okay. But we will not learn this. Okay. And then gender. Is female, right? And then we have to close this now. So in this format, it is like some difficult to read. So what we will do, make every columns or like a value. What is new line? So in a new line we do. So we can read easily. Okay. So we have stored this the same data. Okay. I make only one record in columns. Okay. Fine. So this is only one record, not a user record here. Okay. I have given the action. You can see. So if we make or we write this code, okay, and the data will come in this format. So we have to write in this format. Okay, got it? Now, okay. Now I want to ask you, everything is clear here because we will go ahead for next thing. So I want to understand if there's any doubt, anything else. So I will clear this. Clear, right? So I think it is easy to understand, right? All that, right? Now, what is the categories of SQL command? Now, here we will learn. This is very important. Okay. So these are things, these are basic things which we have to understand. Now, these things we have to apply. Okay. SQL commands. So what are SQL commands? First is I will make this DDL. DDL is a data definition language. Okay. 1 minute. I think my son is crying. I will wait. हाँ क्या हो गया? अरे क्या हो गया? ताल दिया, मुझे बताओ क्या हो गया? बेवाजी ने मार दिया तो कह रहे सॉरी बोलो। किसने मार दिया किसको? चलो अभी मैं ये पढ़ा दूं, मैं पूछूंगा। अभी तो दो मत पूछूंगा। जा तो सॉरी बोल दो। मैं सॉरी बोल दूं। अभी पढ़ा रहा हूँ। अभी मैं बात कर रहा हूँ तो मारा क्यों? मेरे बेटो गलत मारा तो मैं फिर मैं उनसे पूछूंगा क्यों गलत मारा, और सही मारा है तो फिर मैं कहूँगा मेरा बेटा गलती नहीं करेगा। पक्का प्रॉमिस। और रोना नहीं, हाँ रोना नहीं, जाओ आज जाओ मेरा प्लीज पढ़ा। अरे मैं पूछूंगा पक्का। अभी आप बाहर जाओ, अब बोलना नहीं। क्यों मारा था बताओ?
लड़ों के बीच में बोल रहे थे।
हाँ?
डिवाइडर के बीच में बोल रहे थे।
अरे गलत क्यों बोल रही तुम? अरे मैं पूछूंगा, चलो अभी तुम जाओ, मैं पूछूंगा। मेरा बेटा झूठा सच बोलता है, नहीं बोलता। हाँ, जाओ जाओ जाओ, मैं पढ़ा रहा हूँ, जल्दी जाओ।
मान जाओ भैया।
गुड्डू भाई ले जाइए उसको, जरा गुड्डू भाई ले जाइए उसको, जब 2 मिनट के लिए बाहर ले जाइए, घुमा लीजिए।
ऐसे जाओ।
आइए चले जाओ, कोई बात नहीं।
मैंने स्लीव निकाला है, ऐसे जाओ।
जाओ खेत पे चले जाओ, 2 मिनट के लिए
हाँ,
बाहर
ऐसे
को।
नहीं जाओ।
खेत पे जा रहे हैं,
दुगनी से जाओ।
मुंह धुला
और
के
कुत्ता
जाओ।
हाल हो गया।
अरे मैं पढ़ा रहा हूँ, जल्दी जाओ यार प्लीज। चलो सॉरी बोल दो, तुम तो बहुत सॉरी बोल दो।
मैं कहा बोल तो दिया मैंने।
अरे गुड्डू भाई ले जाओ भाई।
अरे
अच्छी बात। Sorry, Priya, actually my son was crying, okay. He is the only 4 year old. 4 year old, okay. So, okay, no problem. So, data, I mean, a DDL is a data definition language. Has some like, uh, like a functions which we have to use. Okay. The first is uh, create, okay, and second is alter. I teach you everything. Third is draw. Now, please, if you have any doubt here, okay, please don't hesitate. Okay, please ask me because this is very important. Okay, now data definition language. Okay, definition means we have to define how to write. It's a defined. Okay, so I have here, is a database. Okay, this is a database. Okay, in a database, we have to create some tables. Okay, so I have given you some example, one more example. Like we have a big box. Okay, we have a kitchen. Kitchen is a SQL server, and in a kitchen we have a big box. There is a 4 box. Okay, there's a 4 box. The big box is called is a DBS database management, and inside the 4 box, it's a sub box we can say. So we have a store. Okay, we store like a chili, salt, sugar, whatever. Okay, so when we have like a new person, okay, if you ask somebody, okay, who is coming at your home and ask, please go to my kitchen and please make a tea, right? So if you ask to make a tea, definitely he needs some idea. Where in which box there is a tea, there is a milk, there is a sugar, am I right? So you will say, okay, there is a one, okay, big box, there is a sub boxes, 4 boxes inside this box, okay, and these box you will get all these materials. So you can make a tea for drink. Am I right? Okay, if I'm a new, okay, and if you ask me, Yusuf, you can make a tea, and if you don't give me the address, okay, how can I make a tea, right? So similar things, this is a database, okay. So the database is like a big box, and in a big box, subcategories, okay, you can sub box is called is the tables. Got it? Now, okay. So we have to create here. What is first? We have to create a database management. Okay. So what like your today is 15th, right? So I will make is it's a database. One more thing. SQL is not a case sensitive language. Whatever you want, upper or lower letters, you can use. Okay, what when we learn Python is a case sensitive language. Whatever you use, like upper letter, okay, lower letter, we have to use same letter. Otherwise, we will get error. Okay, okay, got it now. So we have create a database. So what database? Please tell me the name. I will make. I want a random name from you. Yeah, any name. So, okay. Okay, idle notebook is also fine, but let's see. We make first, or we will mention here SQL class. SQL class. Make this SQL. We can like write this class. SQL class and date. Today the date is the 15th June, right? 15 June. 15 June. Got it? So we have a now. So first, what I have to close here. Okay, otherwise there will be problem. Because I'm writing here all the comments. So now, otherwise there will be problem. Let's see. I will make this comment. Okay. Now, create now data. What we are creating? Database. Database. So we are creating database. We have a created database. Okay. So we have a created database. Wait. I'm just copying this and make this in the comments. Otherwise, there will be error. Okay. These are comments now. So we have a close. We have to use this I tell you. Okay. This whatever you want right here. Okay. And then this. So it means here we can write anything and we can highlight it. Okay, like this. I have highlighted this. I use this here. So right, correct. So if you write any code here, you can use this as well. Double dash. Okay, double dash. So if you write any code and you want highlight, why did you write this code? What is the purpose? So you can make a comments. Okay, got it? So I'm using here to teaching. Okay, now how can, because we have already wrote database name. Now we have to execute. So here is the execute the option. You can see my arrow, right? We can execute. So let's see. Command completed successfully. So it means we have created the database. Now how can we use this? Use, and this is the data. This with which database we have to use? We have to use this data, because I told you you have to make a key and you have to tell this is the box. Okay, you have to use that box. There are sub boxes. Okay, so we have to use this database. This command completed successfully. Now, okay, so now we have a create a database. Now we have to create a table. What table we have to create? We are going to create the customer table. This. Okay, so no. We have to use same is a create table. What a table name? Customer table, right? And then we have to make the column names. What are column names? These column names we have, right? How can we create? I tell you everything. I will make in easy way. Whatever you can write in a one line, but we make in an easy way. Okay. This is not a completely okay, but I will tell you the data types later. But now my purpose to create only table. And then okay. So the customer ID. Okay, the customer ID. What we have here? We have a, this is a number, integer value. What is an integer? So we mention integer, whatever you write full, and we make is a primary. Primary means it will be not duplicate primary key. If somebody write, okay, somebody can order, okay, or make a new customer, then customer ID will be unique. unique. Okay, use it for the unique. Okay, and this is a character. The name is a character. We use where whatever how many characters do you want? Suppose 30 characters. Okay, same is a 30 characters. Okay, and this a phone number is an integer value. Okay, this is also we use some maybe like some integer value, some like a character, so we can use and varchar. And varchar mostly used for international language. International language like we use English. Okay, correct. Right. We make a 50 words. Okay, and now is a gender is a we write it's a varchar, so like a 10. Varchar is a 10. Okay, I will copy this. I will copy this. Okay, so that now we have to close the bracket. Okay, so like here or here you can see it's already came. Okay, now we have to select okay all from create to end of the bracket and we have to execute. So now we had a aim to create this table. Okay, now let's see have we created or not. We have to execute it already. No, I will tell you. How can you show? Now how? So now we use select star. Star means everything. Okay, everything will be retrieved. Okay, now what is the table? Customer table. What table? Customer table. Okay. Okay. Come. आ जाओ मेरे पास. Come. Don't cry. Okay. Okay. Now I will execute this one. Okay. Let's see. So we have already created the columns. We call them as a field. Okay. Okay. Now, so I mention here is a select. I mean a star. Sorry. Star means everything. Everything retrieved in data or from table. From table. Right? Got it? Now we have an aim to insert. Okay, so we need to insert the data, but we understand this drop or alter. What is mean a alter? What is mean a drop? Do you have any idea? Correct. Okay, I give you one example. Okay, suppose you have a collections of the cloth. Okay, you wear pant, t-shirt, kurtis, sari. Okay, many clothes, right? And then after 6 months, you have a t-shirt. You decided this is the t-shirt. Okay, and it is not a fit. Okay, whatever maybe you can you wear, then go outside. Okay, and maybe it's a tear. Okay, you have to like a fit, or you want to like what is the tear you want to it's correct, right? So you want to tailor. Okay, and you want ask him, please, it's like not a fit my t-shirt I want to wear, or I want to continue wear. This is my favorite t-shirt. Please make it fit as per my body. Okay, I'm giving an example. So the tailor will make it fit according to your choice. Okay, here it is a alter means. Okay, in database alter means. Okay, so you want like update the data, like you are in organization, your role is a senior software engineer. Okay, now you get a promotions or increment, your salary is increased. Okay, and your designation is increased, you become as a lead software engineer. So they have updated your data. It's like a alter data. Got it? Now it is, I give you one more example for drop. Okay, drop means it is permanently delete. It's permanently delete means this is also delete. I tell you here, it's this column. I mean, these columns delete. These records are deletes. Okay, the permanent deletes. How can, suppose I have a given the collection of the clothes. Okay, you want this. My T-shirt is not. I mean, I don't want to wear this. Okay, I'm going to reject permanently. So you don't want to wear this again, and you removed from your collection permanently. It's a remove. It's permanently from the database. Got it? Okay. So I will teach you. Okay, tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow I have I have travel. So we will teach. I will teach you on Wednesday. Okay. So here I'm going to share you first this shape. I mean this. Uh, in the chat box. I'm going to save this as well. Okay, I'm saying, yeah. So whatever you can apply in your SQL Server, and let's see. Now going to say how can save this. We can go here, file, and we can go to the save, and whatever the database, we have a database. Wait, I will make from by a database. I'm going to have this data. Okay, we have a this data. I will save from this data image. So going to save this, okay, and this is the 15 June one, and then we have to open same thing, okay, and it will open this. Then we will go ahead from here itself, okay. So I hope you like this, and I try my best to explain in easy way. In a professional way, they don't give the example like this, but I have given the example to understand and feed this thing in your mind. Okay. Okay. Now, okay. Thanks to understand this. Okay. And if you face any challenge, any doubt, please let me know. Okay. And we will try to close as soon as possible. Okay. Then bye. Bye.